today one of the teachers that I really got to be open with and kind of talk has left the college, and that has kind of made me be with plethora of emotions which I'm yet to process, but let's try. One thing I kind of want to point out in this very vlog that I'm doing is this phone cover is not a Realme X7 Pro 5G wala thing. This is some random phone cover that I finally was able to get my hands on, only because one of my old covers died and I just needed a replacement. So this is the one that I got, and now it's kind of in a very bad broken state. Fuck, it's about to break. And today's day was interesting in its own way, and I'll talk about it now. So welcome to the vlog. I kind of want to do this 73 days vlog because there was this thing about 100 days vlog challenge that Darshan once challenged me to vlog every day, and I did that for 22 days and I kind of gave up in the end. It felt liberating when I just gave up, and that was kind of like a shitty thing, but here I am kind of doing that because I kind of want to express how my day has been, what I have done and what I did today. I will reach home and I will talk about it because there are people out here and I don't like it. So today I got to know that one of the teachers that I like to study under, I mean, being a engineering student, you won't get to have the same teacher teach you in next sem kind of logic. It's that kind of thing. So so that teacher has left, and that has left me feeling many emotions. But during this day, even if I felt physically weak and bad because I had a low sugar there, I didn't sleep well at all properly. So that's there. And I got to meet one of my old friends, which I made in college. Kind of got to spend some time, and it was nice. Spoke a while, and then we had to go separate ways because different floors, different classroom. Half of the classroom was not there because it's why not? There's a lot to talk about, but I'll do that. The very one thing about being in college is when you make friends and when you kind of start to grow apart, either because mentally you're kind of feeling down and you kind of isolate away, and it's kind of many emotions, but you kind of either learn to be okay alone, or you kind of feel more down and miserable for the fact that you're not being as social or as good as any of them. College is a place where you get to compare yourself with everyone who is a lot better looking than you, a lot better doing than you, and then you kind of forget the very purpose of living, which is to grow. I mean, growth is not always important. At times you can just chill out and maybe watch PewDiePie taking care of his son, maybe PewDiePie growing in his own way and doing his fun stuff. But life is about growing, and it's a lot about competing with yourself than comparing yourself with others. Even if I say all this, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I compare myself a million fucking times. But hey, look at this flower boy and girl and whatever gender you are. I don't want to ever misgender anyone. Even if you're attack helicopter, even if your pronouns are attack helicopter, I respect you, boy, because I'm a Walmart bag, that too a used one with many holes. Should I give context of why I'm saying that? Because there's no context to it. I'm just a little bit I don't know. But it's a kind of nice thing I'm walking through. Imagine it's not recording. Oh, this one's fun. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna reach home soon. And don't you guys forget that it's always about comparing yourself with others, never realizing your own strengths and kind of downplaying your very own powers and maybe hating yourself forever. Don't forget that shit. Keep up with that. And that's 1 minute. Thanks. That's not 1 minute. That's Nas Daily. Was it Nas Daily? I don't know. But that's 1 minute. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. No vehicle. I can cross the road. Yeah, boy. So I'm back at home. I have been kind of stressing a bit and kind of doing things, not delaying it. At times having this mental block of am I allowed to? So there was this moment of this one teacher marked as absent because mostly we didn't raise our voice loud enough to say that we are present. So now I'm absent and that student also is absent. So I took a little bit while and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I will text the ma'am. If my text sounds rude, so be it. I'll accept it. I am the CR. The fuck that I am the CR. What the fuck? How did I become CR? No one. It doesn't make sense anymore. But I kind of was like, okay, I have a million things to do. I have to go get the what do you call pain tablets for mom. I have to get medicine for myself. I have to um, tell my classmates who are absent today like what is like the thing, and I kind of have to like like oh it's difficult. Then I kind of have to see what it means to be a CR. I have to keep dinner kind of ready so that ma like we eat, we sleep early. I have been not very good physically, mentally kind of thing. I have to get YT back so that the YT can like take care of its babies, and I have to look into things that if I have a book that I can write as my official notes, and if not, at least buy the book so that at least I can write. And my handwriting is so bad that I have to improve on that. I have to even sit down and kind of think about the video that I want to edit. I have to even think about like oh Darshan jate ogadu like on 9th, hopefully on 9th. Shoot. Oh, one more. Whitey, wherever you are, fuck you. Shh. Fuck. Whitey, wherever you are, bega ba. My vlogs is just gonna be a crying cat. But I have been feeling very overwhelmed about the things that I have to do, the amount of responsibilities that appear. And Whitey is nowhere to be seen. But I kind of understand the very thing of like if I delay it, it gets bad. If I confront it and if I do something about it, it's better than not having done anything about it. So it's the thing of like let's do it. As much as I'm afraid, as much as I'm like very like unable to actually bring myself to do it, let's do it because it sucks. It's a part of me, a part of my identity that I'm not able to do things. I back out a lot. I am not that very like thing. So let's fucking do it. I'm gonna fail, but it's fine. I'll do it and I'll work from that. I'm yet to even see about the courses that I want to complete by the end of this year, the things that I want to do in my life. I won't even do that. And yet I realize that I have limited amount of time until I sleep. And before I do sleep, I just kind of want to even read a book. Variety. Colin Hoover, I'm reading that. Chapter 1 read. I'm like, damn. Insensitive kind of thing, but like growing numb. And then she just like him. And I'm like, oh, I ship you too. But even though it's just chapter 1. But yeah, there's a million things that I want to do. And starting now, it's getting medicines for and getting medicines for myself so I can at least take care of myself and be better and talk to my classmates and tell them that this is the situation, this is what should be done. And tomorrow I'll be asking my class teacher and Jalaja ma'am, why am I even name dropping, but Dr. Jalaja ma'am, that's one thing I've learned about the duties of CR and kind of like work with the other CR and see what can we do, what the roles we should take, and tell one classmate of us to actually shut the fuck up because you always are so fucking loud and annoying. It pisses me off. But I don't know. I'll confront you one day, okay? Take care. The most randomest cats are popping up in this entire neighborhood. I thought Whitey would be there, but Whitey is only missing. And that cat could impregnate Whitey, and then Whitey could again fucking. Fuck! Fuck! Whitey, come back. You have a baby. Fucking hell. How would I know if the thing is actually recording me? That's a really good question I ask myself. So I just have to like hope that it's actually recording and not like me just yapping away in the yapville that I live in. Yapping, that's a kind of a new internet terminology for just, you know, just blabbering away without much cooking. It's like you're saying, but what are you saying, blood? Like, what are you saying? Blood is an American lingo, I guess. But hey, welcome. This is the kind of sit down, and hopefully within 30 minutes, I kind of talk about this and get it done with. So, today was day one of semester one. I reached college a little bit late. But the thing is, when you reach ksit, you, like through the Vajrahalli metro station, you
will either get into like a metro thing which makes you reach at 8:30 itself, and you should be in the class by 8:30, and then it's like a 5 minute walk from the metro station to the college. So that's 11 like the busy. So either you run or you walk slowly, because in the end there will be a little bit more people who come even more late, and I'm one of them. So that is the irony and hypocrisy of just being late. But today I reached, and as I made my way to a new building, which is the mechanical building of ksit, there I was. New teacher, the word is IDT, which I usually call as idiot, but it's innovative design thinking or something. And then there is PLCK, which is Python thing. So I'm kind of like a little bit like not much introduced on that, because I came a little bit late. I came hard. This on the internet. I came hard. Now I'm trying not to cup. Uh, if for the next 3 hours if I don't come, that means one whole proper day it will be done, or I'll just have to like keep a proper timing. So like, okay, now it's kind of midnight, 11:30. So if I don't come until 8 a.m. of 7th, then that means one proper day of no fap is going to begin. I kind of am spiraling into this reckless self self-sabotaging kind of cycles at from time to time, and I have been kind of breaking through that, and I have been kind of trying a lot to just be aware of how much I can kind of like, I have been noticing a lot of patterns, and I've been trying to be better. Then eventually, second class, we had our class teacher. And one thing is that this me and this class teacher have a little beef. It's not a little beef. It's like, it's the thing is, I was writing resources for a subject as an exam, because sem one exam, resources, natural resource kind of something. But it is there. Okay, I was writing, and I kind of was drawing way too much. I drew so many illustrations which were not even meant to be an existing illustration for the question answer that I was writing, but I kept drawing over and over to the point that ma'am recognized me as a kid who is drawing. She questioned me that would I even pass even if I did all these drawings, and there she was. She was right. I failed two subjects, maths and res. It was a subject I passed. It's not even kind of like hitting me that I actually passed six subjects. I failed to, and yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't feel much exactly because I'm a little bit like, but yeah, it's been a day. It has been an interesting day so far, because eventually I'm the CR kind of thing. A person like me, CR, that's what do you call that? Something that's ironic, but it's good. I get to like kind of work on the unreliability and being able to like actually be reliable, and like people's people, person's people's person. My entire kinky wish to be subservient to the very human race, because I'm a people pleaser, submissive and docile, braidable and creamable. Oh fuck, this is okay. It's getting even more bad at this point. But yeah, it was a good, not the best thing, but at times some people scored so good, and then there's some who had like either like failed one sub, two sub, or three subs, and yet the very thing of like maybe in next 15 days we could be having the exam again, and I'm like, what the fuck? If that's the case, then I actually have to start studying. If that's not the case, then at least July something I'll have. And I don't even know how long that is, so I have to like do something about it. But I didn't get to think much about my ex today. I have noticed that college is a very big distraction on its own, and at times maybe there could be certain triggers that actually remind me of her. It's either like people being like, "Hey, are you in a relationship before?" I'll be like, "Yes, it ended last July, fuck June." So that's one thing I get to say, and I have been on that letting go journey, because I'm usually not the type that actually let go or be able to unlove someone. I've noticed that there are things that I would want to not let go and keep certain pictures, keep certain videos, and then I realized that I'm just trying to save a version of her which I loved, which I got to be loved, and this version that I see is, But it's been an interesting day altogether because I got to meet few people. I got to talk to this one guy who is he has an Instagram. He's working with few people. I don't think they're exactly like professional, but it's like I think they've started this thing together. The Boyhood Stories or something. They made a teaser for just a drug kind of thing that like like how drug like this like it lasts for 6 hours. It's that very thing of like how the drug could have its own consciousness, which is kind of eating the human away. It was a very interesting thing. Am I gonna link it in the description? Yeah, you know what? Might as well go watch it. Am I sponsored? No. But one thing that I was like intrigued is that they tried to like what do you call it, include Charlie Chaplin, a very famous, well-known kind of thing. They didn't exactly specify what clip it was, and I kind of went on this thing of searching what clip it was, and I couldn't find. So I confronted him and asked him what clip was that. And my social skills are pretty much at times it is whoa, and at times it's like who the fuck are you? Who the fuck am I? I don't want to talk. I don't exist. I want to bury myself in a 6 feet hole and never come back. Kind of logic. At times I'm just too social, at times I'm not. The duality of Veeru. But I got to speak to him and it was nice. And his friend was there who I spent time later with in maths lab because he was the only one that showed up out of the entire section. Only he came. Only he pulled up. Oh no, okay, I pull up. You know that Kabe Bharat. But um, so yeah, I kind of had a very bad start to the day. It was because of the fact that I had to like I kind of went past the 12 o'clock midnight thing. And once that happened, I was like, even if I sleep now, I would wake up very late. And being late to college was one thing I didn't want to do. So I just like tried to like overdose on insulin to wake myself up. Yeah, this is something that shouldn't be done. But let me cook. Nothing can save me from this very risky bisky kind of thing that I do. But if you know it, insulin, in some sense, you can use it in a way to wake yourself up by having a low sugar. The chances of kind of slipping into coma are kind of there, but depends on the intensity of the insulin that you take for the very purpose of slipping into one. The conversation does get dark over here. It does get dark. But I kind of had this fear of being late for the first day itself, and I had this very like mental pressure going on that I have to be awake somehow. So I slept and I ate a lot of snacks. I ate this very like not even here, it's not here, but I ate a lot of that soya sticks and I dozed 15 minutes. The soya sticks were well worth 10 and I took 15. And that way I woke up after 2 ish hours, and that was like midnight 2 ish. I don't even know. I just don't even recall if I woke up and actually took sugar to like fix the low sugar that I caused. But it's true. You can just use insulin in your own damn way to wake yourself up. And if you're lucky, you do wake up and actually you take sugar and actually fix that. Or what I ended up doing was I got up, came to this room, had a little bit of soya sticks, and went back to sleep. The very thing of me being woken up by low sugar was very real, but yet when I went back to sleep, there was no low sugar. It was like within a minute. I woke up, came here, had a little bit, and then went back. The very thing of low sugar, like symptoms also kind of like didn't pop up. I mean, it came, but I'm like, it was so bad that even I'm a bit like afraid. Like, what was all of that? So at times I just have to ask myself, am I really done living? Like, have I just reached this level of like, oh, low sugar, I'll sleep? Because if I ever do that, it could actually be 100% coma thing. That is how low sugars can be. Untreated, unregulated low sugars for a very long time. If it drops down very below the threshold is not there exactly. Even if you're maybe at 30 low sugar, you might just go into coma. And mine has gone once to 80, and that was pretty meh. But this is something altogether, everything. So because of doing that, I couldn't sleep the entire night properly, but somehow woke up. It was so confusing. But I ate very little breakfast because usually I would eat breakfast very late. So I ate very little food and went to college, feeling very weird. I spent 50 rupees in auto to reach metro in the Vajrayana director. Then I reached college. Then spent 2 hours feeling so weird in the stomach, so much like and then eventually I spent like 15 minutes in the poopy place, like shitting. I was playing Pokemon Go at the same time to somehow ease the discomfort. And then I met the guy, told him about the Joker kind of thing that they're going after, which is nice. Then two more classes. Electrical teacher who honestly feels she won't be able to scream much or yell at as much because she might be kind and not be she might not notice that the fact that there are some shitty students who will be a little bit like shitty tt, they'll be shitty tt. So maybe we can see the teacher one day kind of bursting at them for just why couldn't they maintain silence. And I'm CR kind of thing, which is pretty much a mockery out of this CR thing, but I'm living up to it. I'm gonna do better as much as possible. And eventually we have HOD as our maths department, which kind of is shitty, which is making us shit, which is making us pee all of our pants and shit. Oh, by the way, you okay? Afterwards, I'll there's a Mario that I'm drawing on the wall. Well, why not? So it's there, yeah. So no name drop, no name drop, no name drop. But she has this very fierce outlook, expressions, a very serious demeanor. English, my English is English and fucking hell. She has this very strict kind of thing going on, and that kind of has respect coming out only out of fear. The very fact that we maintain silence so much just because we fear her. If she cracks a joke, the thing is, ma'am cracks good jokes, which actually makes me go like, "Ha, that's actually good." We're not laughing because of the fear. We're laughing actually because it's good. Maybe some are laughing because of the fear. It's like if Modi, Shri Narendra Modi, with respect, if he made a joke which is not that funny, everyone would laugh because he is the prime minister. You just can't just be like cricket noises. You can't just you have to actually laugh because. But at times people might not just give two fucks and they might not laugh. So big dick energy. If they're a female, then I don't know, dominant mommy. But I didn't read variety book. I am yet to read another chapter. I'm planning to fall asleep at, if now it's 11:30 ish. Let's see, it's 11:44. So from 12 onwards, I'll just start preparing for tomorrow. Just pack things, look at things around, and see if I have any extra notebooks that I can make as my classwork. If not, I have to go to college. I have to spend time there. I have to actually buy books over there, and then kind of make that as my classwork, and then kind of just go through my day and kind of see what should be done. CR duty. Oh yeah. So this math HOD. I think I name dropped her already. I hope I didn't, but she took attendance in a manner that was like roll number from USN from this to this. If you're present, say your number. Many did, and so did I. I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to be giving away my crucial information. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Oh, unfiltered videos. But yeah, I was marked absent even if I was present. The guy who told his number thrice, he was marked absent. The very other CR also was marked absent. I'm getting to know all of this now. I woke up from my sleep, which I slept maybe at 9 o'clock. I just blacked out. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna sleep. And Ma put bedsheet on me and it was so nice. I was like, yo, Ma, thank you, Ma, thank you so much. So, yeah, I woke up to a message from the other CR that they also were marked absent, and I'm like, what? So there is 4 people so far: me, CR, the very guy whose name starts with the same letter as me, and another guy. There are four people who haven't got their attendance, and and I kind of typed a very long message to ma'am, a very long text. I usually do that because like why the hell not? So I sent a very long text to ma'am, explaining that me and another student might cause an inconvenience, but could we have our attendance been given to us even if we did attend the entire session, and we might have just failed in being able to actually be audible enough to make you hear or listen. Ma'am is a little bit of that strictness which might ever avoid us from ever trying to get close or just have a little bit of good teacher vibes. She might just control us out of fear, and which is going to happen very real. It's going to be extremely bad in the upcoming days because I failed maths, and I know that if I don't work on my basics fast enough, then I'm gonna get actually, punched in the dick and shat upon. I forget that YouTube has its own the thing is at the start of the video if you don't cuss no then you're safe. 8 seconds I think, and then you can just be like fuck me in the ass, fuck, get pegged, get shagged, get railed all night, no loop, no protection, all night, anywhere, everywhere, inside the house, outside the a bit uncanny. But yeah, we had lab today and there wasn't much done in lab. I just had to sit down and actually do the lab thing of it's the thing is the teachers, they just gave us AI ML students like this. I had to check, I had to use the USN and the very captcha that website gave to log in and check the results of those specific students that ma'am asked us, because they wanted to fill the their own thing that fill the cheat sheet, not cheat sheet per se, but yeah, they have to do it. So I got first initially me and the EC no, CCE guy. Yeah, I don't even know his name, but got to spend some time, and I kind of think we bonded over a bit. We played tic tac toe. We just kept Google do a barrel roll, cha cha real smooth, slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross, cha cha real smooth. I am ADHD, acoustic, autistic. I'm not. In no sense am I trying to just be self-diagnosing. At times it's just that the very internet brain rot that I am, Instagram brain rot that I am. I just kind of just declare that as for fun, but it's a real thing. People are autistic. People are autistic in a very spectrum kind of thing. People are Down syndrome. People are everything. But does that mean it takes the shine away from what they are? No. Some people are amazing. Some people have skills that I don't have, and at times I could compare and just be like, I'm waste, nothing, boo hoo, cry, cry, fuck sake, cry, cry. But to whoever you are, and if you have been watching this all the way, hi, why are you watching again? Kiddo? Fuck. Whitey kind of didn't return back. She just left with the babies in the house. They cried so much, it annoyed me, and I just slept. And I kind of realized this is not a very parental figure kind of thing. And I was like, am I going to become my father? Maybe. Hopefully not. But my phone has two lines, two fucking green lines. I'm the one plus bitch, and I'm the CR of the class. I'm that ACR. That's literally how I'm being called, and I have to keep my dress ready for tomorrow. I'll process this entire vlog and hopefully put it up by 1. I have to find a really proper way of sleeping, getting everything done, so that I don't I kind of want to have this one vlog a day kind of thing going on for the next 73 days. Every single day, I hope I'm present to college. There's so many things that I have to get. There's so many things I have to make a to do thing and get all things. One of them to do is to face Jalaja. Fuck, name drop. Okay, leave. To face Dr. Jalaja ma'am and ask that there was this very mass absenting going on. Could we change the very way you took attendance with due respect? Because I just have to rethink, over evaluate every single part of what I'm saying, and even if it is re-evaluating the way I breathe at times. Because last time me and Jalja ma'am had a beef, Dr. Jalja ma'am, we had beef. It was the Uno incident, and I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm just gonna make a video about it, and let's bring the video to like a little bit, conclusion thing. Let's bring it to its like a little bit like half complete part. While being in maths lab, one student info dropped the reality that one of the teachers that I kind of enjoyed studying and wanted to actually like show my growth and kind of like go from time to time to like just hang out with them and just talk to them has left. That left me with many emotions, and right now I'm kind of numbish because I have to sit down and actually process this. I actually have to understand that I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to say thank you for ever entertaining this kid. Thank you for ever sitting down and listening to this mature ish as childish bitch of a fucked up adult kind of thing who is trying to be better and at times questioning his own thing. The fact that I cried to only one teacher and it's her. The fact that I cried and went to the washroom and I cried because she cared about how I that day I showed up for NSS volunteering, which I'm not supposed to because it's not for me. But I showed up thinking that it's useful. But I ditch that and I go back to the physics lab at 10 because I realized that I'm not needed. Once I reach the physics lab, ma'am bursts at me, and I just give the plain truth of like, I know it was very bad of me to just go there and not even inform me. Nothing. There was no communication. Ma'am was so angry. I was told that I would not be allowed to do an experiment, so I kind of stood out. And when I was about to enter, I sat in the very last thing, and I began to cry. I began to cry. Ma'am saw, a few people saw. I went to washroom, cried, and then came back. Couldn't face ma'am, but for many minutes later, eventually I faced ma'am. That very day, I kind of understood how ma'am cared for the fact that I'm diabetic, and diabetics can't exactly push themselves to the extreme, especially for type of a person who is yet to find their own balance and sugar, self-care. Especially if you hear me talk about the high dosage dosing, which I do, which is very bad, and you would kind of be like a little bit worried for what my own ethics, values, and self care is. So she really was and is a very fun teacher. Even if she didn't teach the best, she is fun. And in upcoming days, I'll try like texting them and thanking them for just ever being in this college because it was pretty rare to just find a teacher who would actually blush at the very like thought of their own like husband, like whenever she like spoke about her husband she just blushed and smiled and spoke a little bit info dumped. So ma'am had her own very own like special personality kind of thing going on, and that really like made me happy. So it's gonna be difficult to. It's not gonna be difficult. I just need to be able to use my time wisely, and if I do what I set my heart out to, I'll be able to do at least 90% of the things that I intend to. So I'm kind of proud of myself because I came back home and kind of saw these complaints raising about like how attendance was not given to like few students. One guy, then me, then the guy who actually was like in front of ma'am and was like, ma'am, me number this, and the fact that the other CR didn't get, I'm like, what is happening? I'm just like, what? So see, it's kind of a big what the fuck thing going on. And because of the text that I put out, no, ma'am put out a text in the official group saying, please, children, don't send personal messages about your attendance. If you did not get attendance, then please be careful next time. I'm like, we rightfully tried to get attendance, and yet we get shagged and fucked and pegged over. What the fuck? Because we could lose so much attendance just by being honest, I guess. But in all honesty, I have to see how things turn out, and I have 40 subscribers. Yay! Oh, good God. I feel this channel is not gonna be about trying to amass a huge number, like amassing. Uranatu, not Uranatu, not. Yeah. Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan tried to do Uranatu song, but they just look so confused, just like me for reals. But there's so much that happened during this day, and it was pretty much positively okay. Got to meet the teachers that I usually speak to, and few new teachers. The same old people, but so many same old people I'm yet to meet, and it's gonna be a good journey. Semester one has started off pretty rock solid and rocky and very just like anxiety-ish kind of thing, a little bit fears that, and that's gonna just grow from here on out. So until then, this was the day one of 73 days. I have to fact check and I have to see how many working days do I exactly have, and I'm just gonna be vlogging. I might end up skipping out on vlogging, and that could be a little bit like last time. 22 days of 100 vlogging, and I quit. This time, let's see what happens. Darshan, if you're watching this, Namaste Guru Kadai. I'll be doing better this time. I'll be actually making sure I vlog each day and I'm in tune with my own reality of what's happening. Peace.